I know that British people always complain about having bad weather, but oh my god, it's hot. Oh my god, it's a bit warm today. We either have one extreme or the other, and I am sweating my little bum off right now. So, these hot lights are really my best friend right now. But I'm going to cheer myself up because I have a Pan Those Eyeshadows update to share with you today. This is always the most exciting update of the month, in my opinion, because I get to play around with different eyeshadows. I get to use eyeshadows that maybe have been neglected in my collection, and I get to push my creativity a little bit as well. Now, this month has been a little bit not great. We do have one rollout though, which don't go anywhere. It's a random rollout as well, which makes it even more exciting. However, I've decided I'm buckling down. There has been a few months in the past where, I lost my job recently. I've had to move the studio. I've been doing so much that Pan Those Eyeshadows just has not been at the forefront of my mind. However, now I'm in a much better space. I'm in a lot better mental headspace. I'm doing my makeup a lot more. I'm doing colourful makeup a lot more. So this is when I'm really going to buckle down on Pan Those Eyeshadows. And from here on out, I'm hoping that the next 6 months of this year are going to be really, really positive months for Pan Those Eyeshadows. I'm really determined. I want this project to go back to how it was last year, but I have been a little bit slack this year, but I'm buckling down. I'm gonna do it. But just before we do jump into the video today, guys, if you have not already, definitely like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I upload every single day here on my YouTube channel. I love bright, fun, colourful makeup. Today I'm going more greeny yellow, which is including one of the shades in my Pan Those Eyeshadows series. So we will talk about this look a little bit later on. I am trying to hit 8,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I really hope that we can do it, but we do need your help. I am here every single day. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of reviews, a lot of project panning, a lot of get ready with me, a lot of kind of commentary on the beauty space as well, which I find really interesting, and I hope you do too. So, oh my god, there's a fly in here again. Stan likes to have the door open. Stan is my dog. He's very demanding. He will sit by the door and look at me, and I think, oh, maybe he wants a wee, and so I open the door, and no, he just sunbathes on the grass. So I've had the door open for him, but that means there are a few flies in here. So if you see one buzzing around, trust me, I'm just as annoyed as you. I'm more annoyed than you because they gross me out. But let's jump into it. Let's talk about some eyeshadows. Let's distract myself until I can open that damn door again. So what should I go with first? I'm going to go from the newest to oldest just to keep some suspense. I do like to keep you guys waiting a little bit, and the longer you guys watch the video, the better YouTube likes me. So that is the method to my madness. First eyeshadow I'm going to talk about is this shade Crystal. This is from my Focus palette. My Focus palette is the Book of Magic, and the shade Crystal is this really beautiful brown to green duochrome. This was rolled in last month, and I said last month I really don't know if I like this shade. It's a shade that is definitely neglected. It's my least used shade in this palette, and I was a little bit nervous to use it. This is what it looks like today. I hope you can see there has been some use in this product. I have been using it a lot with my Pan That palette, which has a lot of taupes in there. I haven't really been using it with this palette as a whole though. So this is the shade. It definitely looks a little bit more used, and this is the shade that is all over the middle of my lid and my crease today. I am using this in combination with, like I said, my Pan That palette, but also my 1 week one palette, which started today. I'm filming this on Monday, which is the Subculture palette. So I've said from day one that this shade is my least favourite shade in this whole palette. I said that I don't really think it goes with the rest of the palette, and I still think that, to be honest. I still think it doesn't really go, maybe with some of these neutrals, but I don't really see it going with anything else. And so that's why I've been using it with Pan That palette and other things. I definitely appreciate this more than I did when I rolled this in. When I rolled this in, I was a little bit like, oh no, I don't want to do it. But I think it is going really, really well. It's kind of like more of a grungy kind of shade, but I like that. I like my grunginess. I like my depth. I like my, you know, ooh, edgy. And I love this as well. I've really liked this. I really wasn't expecting to. This palette is in this project because I want to eventually hit all the shades. I want to hit pan on all the shades. The last shade that we hit was the shade Spell, which is this teal here. I have this in every single month for the whole year, and once I hit pan on this shade I will hand choose another shade to hit pan on. I did hand choose this shade to roll in last month, so it's just more of a casual focus palette. I want to obviously get a lot of use on it. Maybe it's going to be pan that palette next year, who knows. It has been in the running for multiple years, and I don't know, I've got a good feeling about it. It is a really nice palette. It goes with a lot of the things I'm panning already as well, so I really can't complain about it. It is a nice shade. I think with these shades, I don't use them until I'm like made to use them, and then I really like them. You know, it's not one of those that I'm forced to use and I'm like, oh god, I hate this. I'm forced to use it and I fall in love with them every single time. I really do like these shades. And maybe I should apologise. I'm sorry, Crystal. I'm sorry. I did poo-poo on you quite a lot, but you know what? You are really pretty. You are really pretty. I've used this 4 times this month, so not a hell of a lot. And as I said, I only rolled in last month, so that's 4 uses in the whole project. I don't know, I'm going to try and have pan on this next month. It is quite a squishy shade, and the pans in the Beauty Bay palette really aren't that deep. So as I said in the intro, it's game time now. It is like pan those eyeshadows. It's happening. So I'm going to try and hit pan on this. I think I can with, again, my pan that palette being That's Taupe, my palette of the week having a lot of greens in it with the Subculture. I think it'll go really well. So I'm going to try my very best to have pan on this. Stan is having a grand old time mumbling away, so I'm sorry if you can hear that. But what do you think? Do you think I'll have pan on this by next month? The only right answer is yes. Next, I have 2 shades from my Norvina palette, and these 2 have been a little bit neglected this month as well, I'm not gonna lie. So what happened with this palette is, it was put on my side here, on the side of my desk, because it's too big to put in my everyday makeup drawer. It's huge. So it was put to the side and then it was forgotten. It's always a recipe for disaster whenever you put a palette to the side, because you always forget about them, and that's what's happened this month, unfortunately. So the first shade I'm going to talk about is the shade C2. This is a really nice periwinkle matte, and I really like this. I've definitely fallen in love with this shade over the past few months. It's not very purple on the eyes, it's more kind of grey blue on the eyes, which makes it a lot more wearable than if it was a true purple, and I've really been loving this with greys and with other cool tone purples. This is what it looks like today. You're probably not going to be able to see much difference in this. I've only used this 3 times this month for a total of 7 uses in the project. It's been in for 2 months, so 7 uses over 2 months, which is not great at all, but as I said, I'm buckling down. Yeah, it's not been used that much, which is not good. As I said, it was put to the side, and the minute I saw it on the side, I was like, oh no, that's not good. Because I knew it would be neglected. It's such a pretty shade, and on the eyes, it's so summery, it's so vibrant, it's so beautiful. You know what? We've gotta buckle down. We gotta buckle down, because look how pretty that is. It's so nice. I've really loved the looks that I've done with this shade. It's just such a pretty shade. It's a shade I wouldn't really look at, and that's the beauty of this project pan. This is a shade I wouldn't really look at normally, but because it was randomly rolled into my project, I've been really working on it, and I've really been liking it. So that's another reason I want to hit as many pans as possible so that I can use as many shades as I can, and I am just really happy with this. I think it's such a nice, especially for summer, like a bright summery purpley look. There is nothing better. I think it's just so beautiful. I need to use it. Who'd have thought? I need to use it. 7 uses in 2 months is not great, but again, like I said, I'm buckling down now. I've had a very crazy few months, to the point where I've been working till like 1 in the morning sometimes, multiple times, and it's calming down now. I have the summer holidays coming up. I teach, so summer holidays I'll be chilling out a little bit more, and it's going to be time for project panning, loving my makeup collection, and that is what I want for summer. So do not worry. Do not worry. Yes, only 7 uses. We're going to continue with it. But there is another shade that I've been working on from this palette, and this is even worse than the last shade. So this is the shade B4. It is a mid-tone teal matte, and it's super, super pretty. You can see it's a really, really nice teal shade, very up my street. I've had this in for 2 months now, and you can see there's a little bit of disturbance, like the slightest bit. This is what we look like today. There have been a grand total of 0 uses this month. Why? 0 uses for a total of 4 uses in 3 months. Unacceptable. Unacceptable behavior, Caitlin. That is this shade here. I think with this shade I struggle because I don't really have many shades similar that I'm working on right now. But you know what? This with taupes, this with a look like this, and again, this with Subculture would work so well. So I am going to put this down because it's really, really heavy, but that is what the shade looks like. A really, really pretty shade. Really, really stunning. 0, again, it was put to the side, and then good luck. And once you put a palette to the side, we all know how that's going to go, you know, not well. I completely forgot that this palette existed. I forgot this palette existed so much, in fact. I forgot to count this in my inventory series. So I have 61 palettes. If you were keeping up with my inventory series, I counted up all of my makeup, my whole makeup collection, and I told you guys I had 60 palettes. I have 61 because I even forgot to count this. I don't know how. I don't know how I did it, but I did, and unfortunately, it meant that this shade has not been used. I'm very embarrassed. Can you tell? I'm a little bit embarrassed. So I'm going to move on. But as I said, you know what? I'm working hard. I'm going to work hard this month. We're going to do really amazing things with Pan Those Eyeshadows. So now, something that's a little bit less disappointing. This is a rollout, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. This is the shade Reminiscence from the Silvery Bliss palette from Odin's Eye. You can see it's a really, really deep grey shade, and I've been using this a hell of a lot as a liner. These shades are really, really nice for depth, and I love to add depth into my eyeshadow looks. However, sometimes it is a little bit difficult, so using it as a liner has just been my go-to. This is what it looks like today. I hope you can see there is a little bit of a dip in this. However, I do have a 15 use and rollout rule for shades like this because these shades are so deep. If I were to continue until this shade had pan, I'd be here a very long time. So I've hit my 15 uses. I think that's good enough. We've got a little bit of a dip in here. The embossing's definitely worn down, which is amazing. And so I'm deciding to roll this out with that 15 use little veto rule. This has been so nice. You can see it's not quite a black, but it's still got that depth. It's still got enough to really, really deepen a look without it being a black. And so I'm really, really excited about it. It was really, really nice. It was a little bit of a struggle, but once I started using it just as an eyeliner, like, you just fly through it then, don't you? It's fine. It's something and nothing. So yeah, this is going to be rolling out. I'm going to be rolling in a brand new randomized eyeshadow in its place. I'm super, super excited. So yeah, goodbye Odin's Eye Silvery Bliss. And you know what? I am kind of glad I haven't hit pan on this because this was sent to me in PR, and I feel like just having a pan in one shade, it's kind of like forced, you know? I like to have it looking, you know, quite neat still. So I'm really happy about that. So I've been absolutely terrible at taking pictures of looks this month. I know, I'm getting better. I am getting better, but this is the only look that I have to show you, and this is, of course, like I said, with the Book of Magic shade. Oh my god, my makeup is sweating off. And yeah, it's really, really nice. I used it with my Pan That palette and also a few other shades that I'm working on. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. So I'm gonna get my pretty random, I think. Pretty random app. Okay, so I have all of my eyeshadows, including all of my singles, in this spreadsheet. So I have 845 eyeshadows, not including some eyeshadow palettes that I've just been sent in PR. I haven't added them on yet. So I'm just going to do the 800, what did I say? 845. So we could get a palette, we could get a single, we could get absolutely anything. I'm going to roll, and we get 572, which is, let me scroll, 500. It is going to be from a palette, 572. Oh, okay, let's have a look. So let's see. I don't know what the shade is. So let's see. Let me open it. What shade is it? Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh yeah, I think this is going to be a good shade to roll in. So this is the Narami Cold Crow eyeshadow palette, and this is the shade Plumage that we are going to be working on, or Plumage. This is a really pretty blue shimmer. It probably is going to take quite a while to hit pan on. It might even take that 15 uses, but this is a palette that hasn't been used that much by me, so I think this is going to be perfect. And that is what it looks like swatched. It's got a real high shine, and it's almost got some purple in it as well. That's really pretty. It can go with this purple. It could probably go with this teal as well. It is a little bit of a mess inside this palette because it did arrive completely shattered and broken. So I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful. I think that's probably a big reason why I don't use this that much, because it just looks like it's about to fall apart at any moment. So I'll give this a little bit of a clean up, and we are going to be working on this bright blue. Blue is my favorite shade to wear. Blue is my happy color. So you know what? I'm really excited. And just so you can see, that is the spreadsheet. I hope you can see that there. Perfect. So what do you think of this new color story? We've got rid of this black, and we are going to be working on this blue. I'm really, really excited. As I said, I know that Pan Those Eyeshadows has been a little bit slow this year, but I am cracking down now. I'm super excited. I've got that urge back, I think. I've got that like drive back. I think I needed just a few months off to be able to come back and really, really take this project by storm. So what do you think? How are you doing with your project pans? Let me know all your thoughts and opinions down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.